What is up, guys? Welcome to playoffs. Been quite a busy week for me, so we'll not like super proud of the build, but I think we can definitely win. Not boom spam this time. That will not be working twice, but they definitely brought Grifflin again after that. Since we last talked, it's been quite a while because there was a 2 week and then we got the off week. But we're back here. And let's see what they decide to lead. Matchup should have been shown. If not, my bad. I'll show it right now. Lead Machamp. Okay, so I am lead Choice Band Swampert with a fuck ton of speed. If they're not super fat, Earthquake has rolls to kill. I think I'm gonna just take the damage on Machamp. Because we should be living a CC unless they're also like Choice Band. Oh my god, they're Scarf. Dynamic Punch was legal? Okay, I've been playing a lot of DPP and that is no longer legal. For obvious reasons, it's absolute bullshit. But let's see if the bullshit affects us. Okay, it does not. That is good to know. They are Scarf Machamp, likely. If not Scarf, how much speed do they need? Oh, I guess they could be 252 Adamant. I should have done slightly more speed on Pert. That's fine though, because we do have Selby here, who will take nothing from Dynamic Punch. And by nothing, I mean about 20%. We also get to find out, well, depends on if it's Adamant or not. I should have calced into Swampert, but this is fine. Dynamic Punch again. So hard to tell. Especially after leftovers. This is why I don't love playing on emulator. But also having actual like moving things is so cool, you know? But anyways, Grass Knot she'll pick this off as well as hit anything that switches in pretty hard. As long as we don't hit ourselves. I still think this is Scarf, but it could just be fast. Which, if they are just fast, we were a little unlucky on Pert because we could have killed. Although it's not in our favor, I will admit. It's a 37%, so not amazing. Okay, let's see what their switching is. I don't really know. Maybe Snorlax? Jolteon. Okay, that should take this pretty well. Of course. Yep. That's why this guy's banned. Or Dynamic Punch no guards banned. Just kind of bullshit. But this is fine because we do have ourselves a Registeel who eats hits from Jolteon for years. T-Wave will be coming out, which is annoying because that means they're Paraspam plus Dynamic Punch. Substitute. Okay. I don't really mind this because I get my rocks up. They can't pass this. Thunderbolt's gonna do a little bit. Jesus, what? Life Orb. That means they're kind of just killing themselves, though. Because Life Orb, I am still surprised that it did some Life Orb modest, I guess. But that's fine because we just protect here. Get all our health back. Bit of a slow turn. They still do so freaking much. Do I have a better answer? Not really. Although I don't love using Registeel like this. It is fine because they're going to take another hit of Life Orb. Oh my gosh. So much damage, dude. Okay, we're gonna Earthquake. We're gonna get some back with leftovers. If they try subbing again, they're like low. I definitely think we just attack here because if they do sub again, they definitely can. Okay, and they do switch out, which is nice. It means I get chip on something. Metagross. Okay, that is huge. This is definitely something I want chip on. If it's Shuka or... Okay, it is indeed Shuka. That is great. Really good to know. Did I say it's not very effective? Did bears do that in this game? Or am I seeing things? Maybe I said it's super effective. Okay, I don't really want to give him a free... I'm gonna go... Do you live? No. In fact, the max roll is right slightly more than you can live. Earthquake's likely. Who else? I might just go into... I don't really have moves for this. Bash does a lot. How well do you take this, LB? 50%. Jesus. I mean, they're clicking Earthquake here. Or Agility. But those are the two options. Okay, I think I'm going to go Dragonite. Because we are Yachi. Hopefully they just set rocks, honestly. I'd love if they just set rocks. Or click Earthquake. Those are my two big wants. If they Agility... Mash. Okay. I get that. They're predicting a switch. Okay then. Metagross is a huge fucking threat. So I'm just going to be clicking Earthquake here. It a lot. But I definitely think that's a good chunk of fat. Based on that. Holy crap, that's such a slow animation. Okay, so I think that should mean we are faster with Swampert. I don't really want to just let them go into a Suicune. Yeah, that's right. They got Metagross, Suicune, and other threats. Might just... What can Earthquake let in? Let me go look. again real quick if my thing will load, which it's not, of course. Okay, it can go Shaman. Yep. Okay. I forgot how stupidly good their team is. How is this possible? I might just go Honchkrow. Because Honchkrow Heat Wave will kill. And Bullet Punch. They should be scared to click. Because I could just Sucker Punch, right? Realistically. If they do Bullet Punch, that's annoying. They set their rocks. How bad's that? What other rockers do they have? They have like Nidoqueen. Another great mon. They didn't bring top 6 though. They benched something for this. And it could be Nidoqueen. I'm a Heat Wave. I can't give them rocks. I just can't. If they're Bullet Punch, they're Bullet Punch. You know, that's so bad damage-wise, but rocks are very rough. Not so much at this point, I guess. Maybe I should have just went for a sucker. I don't know. It's too late now. I already made the play. Definitely feels like... Okay, they do switch. I'm actually fine with that. Because with my own rocks, they're not, you know, loving switching back in. Okay, that's fine. Do they live? Okay, they don't. Goodbye, Machamp. So we should be even now, right? High five. And they know I'm Heat Wave. They don't know my item, though. Suicune. Hello, Suicune. Honestly, I live in Ice Beam. Unless they're specs. I think I just need the damage on this absolute threat. I think I might just click Brave Bird. They'd have to be really fast to sub on me. Okay, sir. I eat this easily. Okay. Never mind. You know, fine. Give the fucking... Yeah, no, that's fine. Give the Metagross, Snorlax, Shaman, Suicune team a crit. Okay, okay. No, I didn't want 80% off on this. I think it's honestly just a fucking Lucario, SD, and fucking pray. I don't know. I need to damage on this. I don't know what to tell you. Torzans, I guess. We'll see what they go for. That's so bad. I mean, it's not their fault, obviously. God, is that annoying. Okay. Now with their speed and damage output, this should be killing. If not, shit. Okay, the math is mathing. That is a huge threat gone. I get an E-speed on anything that tries coming in. If it's Shaman, that's interesting, because if they're slower, DC will just pop them, but they'd probably not be slower. It might be worth saving this, honestly. Life Orb, even without +2, is so strong. Eggy. Okay. DC does slightly more than E-speed, but if they try setting Sun, there's also a roll to kill depending on the bolt. So obviously we just click close combat here. Interesting. I am very surprised this came. Okay, and we get a revenge crit. That is very nice. Evening the playing field there. I'd feel much worse about that if it wasn't for the fact that they crit Honchkuro, who would have taken 80 off Suicune and let me get Lucario in a much safer way to maybe like actually just straight win. But now we see Driflim, who I cannot really touch. How much do I do against it? Yeah. I mean, it depends on if they're... Depends on their set, but... If they're like HP instead of defense, we kill. So it depends on if they know the Driflim tech. Which... I think I'm just gonna play for at this point after that. Hey, Scarf, or did I fuck up speeds? There's Scarf. Okay. Good to know. That is very good to know. Because that means we get you in, and we don't know their last Mon, I believe. Yep. It's either Nidoqueen, Jamin, Snorlax, or some nothing. Ice Punch hits most of those, other than Lax. Okay. I wonder... Yeah. Does nothing. And we get to pop them low. Snorlax is a huge threat at this point. But I think I'd be fine. They're definitely just trying to lower this for Jolteon, which is annoying. They do to rock, so I am gonna just quick protect here. I'm just every little bit of health is huge. This like fully comes down to whoever their last Mon is, though, at this point. Last Mon makes or breaks. If it's Nidoqueen, I shall be fine. If it's... I don't know about Nidoqueen, actually. Snorlax is... It depends on if Celebi can 1v1. What else is there? There's Sneasel. Oh my... Oh, Aftermath. Yikes. Okay, that is horrible. I think about that. Oh wait, it's Metagross. Wait, did they already reveal them all? They did. Okay, last turn I took a kill. This turn I protect. Okay, so now I sack a Pokemon. It's going to have to be Metagross. This is a very close endgame. I miscounted Pokemon a fucking again. I just didn't think Aggie would come, so... Ooh, Explosion. Okay. Plasmon Jolteon with a Life Orb. Modest, of course. My options are Celebi, who drops to a Signal Beam. That's another Life Orb hit. Or Registeel. They do 136 at most. So Registeel should just be winning here. Unless they crit. If they crit, I just lose. And there's nothing I can do about that. But I guarantee live a Thunderbolt, minus crits. Yep, I just Earthquake here. So they need to crit to win. Okay. Okay, man. GG's. What can I do? You know. Maybe you're no. Maybe you're if you're not Signal Beam? Okay. Okay. That's game's up. GG's. Good luck in finals. I'm gonna log off. I'll see you guys next time. Next league. Bye.